Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. Yes, it is that way for me. You know why? Because I choose to make it so. The same way that you can choose to make so anything to be great, no matter what it is that you're going through. Now, really grab onto that. I'm sharing with you that hidden power you have inside of you to give meaning to everything that's there, of which is fundamentally meaningless. Write that in your notes again. Everything is fundamentally meaningless. Nothing is good or bad. It's our thinking that makes it so. And using that way of thinking, oh my gosh, that'll change so much for you in your life if you make those adjustments inside. I mean, really, again, think about how you have this ability to accept, reject ideas, and how, with that power of choice, you can change the vibratory state that you're in. See, that's what we share with you in these morning calls, Monday through Friday, here in Master Your Mind. We here at Elevitality are here to help you to get a clearer picture of that power you have inside so you can change the results of your life. Write this in your notes again. As within, so without. Your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your world. See again, as within, so without. Change the within, you'll change the without. The without meaning how much you earn, what you do for work, your lifestyle, all of it. And you want to hear something else? There's no limit to the change you can make inside, which means there's no limit to what you can achieve. It's just, again, a matter of you changing what's here in the heart. Remember what James Allen shared in Out from the Heart, that beautiful book that he wrote after As a Man Thinketh? He wrote, the fourfold order of the universe is seed, plant, blossom, fruit. See, that's the sowing and the reaping. Whatever's sown in your heart is what blossoms and bears fruit. You're reaping right now what's been sown. Change what you sow, and you'll change what you reap. So good. Yes, that's you. Now, I was perusing through this book, Secret of the Ages, which is my favorite book overall so far. And there's also something else I want you to grab onto as well. And we talk about this throughout many of the calls, and it ties into these two beautiful things you have in you. And one is the agency where you get to choose your thoughts, accept or reject ideas. But then there's this also this other part called dissatisfaction. And dissatisfaction is a wonderful thing that you have in you that leads to change. Now, here in Secret of the Ages, in the chapter of the formula of success, Robert Collier said something really cool. Now, remember, it's using this, it's going to help you. He says, don't let one success, no matter how great, satisfy you. The law of creation, is the law of growth. You can't stand still. You can't. You must go forward or be passed by. Think about that. Say that to yourself. I must move forward or be passed by. Complacency, self-satisfaction, is the greatest enemy of achievement. You must keep looking forward. Like Alexandra, you must be constantly seeking new worlds to conquer. Depend on it. The power will come to meet the need. In other words, depend on that dissatisfaction. Allow it to be something that you engage with and trust that you'll be found the way. Now, remember, dissatisfaction is what's led to every change that you see. Think about what you're watching this on, the device you're watching on, and maybe the service that you're using to watch this. If you're here in Zoom. If you're watching this right now, live streamed on one of the social platforms, see all of that created because someone was dissatisfied. And then he goes further, there is no such thing as failing powers if we look to mind for our source of supply. Write this in your notes. Everything starts in the mind. If you look to mind, your mind, which is part of the universal mind, you will come in contact with the source of all power. Now, the only failure of mind comes from worry or doubt, which then leads to fear, or from desire. Now, again, here, this is what Robert Collier is talking about. And what's beautiful is that what we've been studying here in the Master's Key system ties to that beautifully as well. Now, before I go further, if you want to tie into understanding more about these beautiful gifts inside of you, that dissatisfaction, your agency, and those six higher mental faculties of imagination, perception, reason, will, memory, intuition, and get yourself this beautiful gem right here. There's no such thing as self-sabotage. It's a wonderful, beautiful, simple read that's very easy to digest that will help you to understand who you are, how your marvelous, miraculous, incredible, powerful mind works, and also what's really in the way. But now let's go back to this here. This is what we've been diving into. And when you get this, don't keep it neat. Don't keep it clean. Underline it, highlight it. Get two copies. Get one that you can keep clean and read, but the other one so that you can highlight and underline and take notes from. And then most importantly, use it. Remember, knowing this is not going to serve you. It's through the use, through the application that the change you seek will be found. Now, let's go into where we are in this beautiful book. Here we're on page 290. And what does he say here in section 20? All of us are dynamos. I am, you are, we all are. But the dynamo of itself is nothing. Now think about that. We're all dynamos, but we're all nothing. Okay? The mind must work the dynamo. Then it is useful and its energy can be definitely concentrated. The mind, your mind, which is attached to the universal mind, is an engine whose power is undreamed. Thought is an omni-working power. Underline that. Thought is an omni-working power. It is the ruler and creator of all form and all events occurring in form. Now, that right there needs to have a big box around it. Thought is the ruler and creator of all form and all events occurring in form. Now, let's dive into helping you to practically understand that. Just think about the things that are in the room that you're in right now that were made. Okay? You've heard me bring this example up many times, and I'm going to continue to bring this example up because it's very easy to get. Now I'm looking at my camera. I'm looking at the trim on my closet. I'm looking at pictures and books, this beautiful monitor in front of me, these lights, my phone, this contraption that's holding it, which is really super cool. What do they all have in common fundamentally? Well, it's very simple. All of those things that I shared with you were in someone's imagination first. In other words, were in someone's thought before they became the material thing. See, somebody imagined those things first. From there, they were loyal to that unseen reality, whether knowingly or unknowingly. And then from there, were led to the conclusion. See, thought is the ruler and creator. How you think determines the outcomes of your life, not what you think about, how you're thinking most of the time. Now let's apply that to how much you earn. Think about how much you're earning right now. I got news for you. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're earning what you're supposed to be earning right now. There's nothing wrong with you. If you're not earning what you would love to earn, the cause is in the thought process that's in you, that's buried within you subconsciously. That's where the problem lies, of which is not you, it's the program that you have. Now, again, really grab onto that. That is in your mind in the form of thought. So it is the ruler and creator of all form and all events occurring in form. Now, guess who gets to change how you're thinking in your life? Guess who has that power to do that in you? It's you. Point to yourself. Go like this. Me. I can think what I please. If to think is to form, I can form what I please. Write that in your notes again. I can think what I please. You can think whatever you want. If to think is to form, I can form what I please. See, again, it all starts in the mind. Everything starts in the mind. When you control the narrative in your mind, you start to control the results in the outer world. Now, before we proceed any further, for those of you who are watching the beginning part of this live streamed and you would love to dive more into the rest of this and access the recordings, then go to elevitality.com and register for Master Your Mind. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's beautiful. Everybody here who's in this, who's been using this, will testify to that. So go and do it. All right, so let's proceed.